Let's go to something quick fast. I need to put y'all onto something. Hawaii fires. All right. So there's been some fires going on, some wildfires that started in Hawaii. And nobody knows the reason or like the origin of how it started. Bear ads popping up. 1 second, gang. Holy crow. Y'all see that in the back right there? Fires and other disasters are increasing in Hawaii according to AP analysis. Hurricane-fueled flash floods and mudslides, lava creeps. Okay. I'm going to pull up a YouTube video on this. Because since these wildfires have started, the people in Maui have been looking for, I don't know, some type of peace, some type of some type of help even. I see somebody in the comments saying that Oprah went down there. Yeah, definitely. She went down there trying to make a difference. Right? But let me see here. Biden. So Biden slammed for having no comment on Hawaii wildfire. No excuse. So here we go. We'll pull up something here.
Warning, you could soon lose your job because of what's happening inside this building you see behind me. Goldman Sachs economists are...
All right.
The tragedy of every single life that's been lost, those who are still missing. We must continue to focus on finding every one of those people. There are also so many others who are struggling to survive and also looking for what happens tomorrow.
So that's a former Hawaii Congresswoman, Tulsi Gabbard. You might recognize her on the devastation in Maui. She was there in the middle of the night with Will Cain. Crews are still fighting the fire.
I'm going to get YouTube Premium next week, Peace Love.
Unaccounted for, over 2,000 acres scorched, more than 2,000 buildings reduced to ash. This is Hawaii's deadliest disaster since it became a state in 1959. Hard to imagine much that could be worse than this. Will Cain is there. He spent every summer of his life in Maui, but
6 hours took off after Fox and Friends point still keep us from going to the west side of the island where the devastation is in Lahaina.
Oh, by the way, gang, since the people have been evacuated and they're starting to let some people back in, they already starting to take tourists back into town.
Of Maui, and I am blown away by the viewers of Fox. There's so much in this country that's an inspiration, so much of America.
One thing I was wondering, Will, as people start to wake up today and realizing that, as the woman who interviewed with Ainsley earlier today, her home's gone, her car is gone, her work is gone, and that the future seems very uncertain. I know you've just gotten on the ground, but have you heard about the resources that they have in order to start picking up the pieces? Like, how do you even start taking that first next step as to what to do and where to live?
I don't know. So let's look backwards, if we might, Dana, before we look forward. And
actually, there's a better video right on this channel here. And I know y'all are thinking, oh, you're on Fox News. Well, obviously they're gonna they're gonna try to shit on Biden. Like, come on, dog. Come on, dog. You know how that goes. Listen, we'll take all of the opinions in and be objective. That's the way I try to do it. Let's see if I could find this here. Where the hell is the search for this? Okay. Maybe it's this video here.
And speaking of which, Joe Biden finally announced he was going to visit fire-ravaged Maui after ignoring reporters' questions on it just days ago while on vacation in Delaware. Now, I want to quickly remind you all about something. Senator Ted Cruz flew to Cancun during a winter storm that left much of his state without power or water. He quickly realized that that was a mistake and he came back. but it was a days-long news cycle, and he's still hearing about it. And Biden's dismissal of an unfolding tragedy in Hawaii, barely a blip for, of course, the Trump-obsessed media. Now, here's what they're missing. There are now reports that the death toll will not just rise in Maui, but will tragically include scores of children who were kept home because power outages forced schools to close. Joining us now, Tulsi Gabbard, former Hawaii Congresswoman.
So basically, what the comments that he had when they asked him, what do you think about, let me see here, Biden comments. All right, maybe we can get a more, Biden's land for no comments. Maybe he's speaking now. Maybe he can speak.
I got to talk a little bit about Hawaii. I've been on the phone with the governor coming up here and the senators. And let me say, address that devastating wildfires, some of which are still burning in Hawaii. They've claimed the lives of 99 people so far, and they haven't cleaned things up yet. The deadliest wildfire more than...
Oh, wow. He can speak. Because when he was on his vacay, the only thing he had to say is no comment. Bruh, how are you? This is my theory. Because I was in disbelief. Right? I watched a lady talking about how they can't even get anything from any other people who want to donate food and stuff like that. There was a man who was outside of the area where the wildfires, because they locked down the whole area. Okay? Anywhere where the fires were, like, they locked that down. They're not trying to have the people come in and out of there. You know what I'm saying? Let's also mention that the fire alarms didn't go off when the sirens didn't go off when the fire started happening. They're saying the reason that they never let off the sirens was because people are usually inclined to start heading upwards, and that's where the fire was. Okay? I don't know. That's what they said. But as a president, and listen, fam, I know over here in Canada we have our own problems, but as a president of the United States, of the quote unquote free world, when people are in that much distress, your comment shouldn't be no comment. So at this point, I don't think that's the real Joe Biden. I really don't even think that we're looking at the real him. I think the real him checked out a while ago.
A whole city destroyed. Generations of native Hawaiian history turned into ruin.
And we're now looking at, I won't say cyborg, but we're not looking at the real human. Okay? I feel like I might be heavy in my conspiracy theory bag here, and I know YouTube's not big on conspiracy theories and stuff like that. But at this point, with the mumbling and fumbling up speeches, forgetting stuff in the middle of speeches, I know people can blame the Alzheimer's and all that type of stuff. I think it's the glitch in the programming. Okay? Whatever they have there, whatever non-human, probably maybe clone that they have up there, sometimes shuts down, like whoever's controlling it from in the background in the control room somewhere. They're like, no, shut down for a second. Hold on, reboot. Unplug the modem and replug the modem. He's starting to stutter. Right? And then when everything starts working again, then he starts talking again. So when they found him riding the bikes on his vacay, and they were like, yo, Mr. President, what do you think about Hawaii? They didn't download anything for him to say at that point. So they just, no comment. Just put no comment. Send. And then that's what came out of his mouth. No comment. I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? I really believe that we're not looking at the real Joe Biden. I'm not saying that the real Joe Biden checked out in the way where he passed away. You know what I'm saying? Nah, he's somewhere doing whatever, like locked away. We're not even supposed to see that guy. He's probably 10 times older than what we're seeing on the screen right now. You know what I'm saying? And they've been carting this guy around to the, not even just the American public, the whole world, and trying to make us believe that that's the real Joe Biden. I call cap. You know what I'm saying? Because in the end of the day, there's no way where you got your own country, so much wild things going on, and everybody looks to that, you know, that leader, that figure who's going to give you some inspirations with the words that he says. You know, after the president speaks, at least he knows that, you know, that we're in pain over here. Right? And then you spit in the people's face in Hawaii and you say, no comment. Listen, fam, the day that I do live in the United States and I'm, you know, able to vote when I'm a complete citizen, he'll probably be dead by then. However, I'm going to be exercising my right to vote so that we ain't getting pedals like this up in there. You know what I'm saying? Get him out of there. I'm going to move on though.
We love hip hop.